Hi everyone, and welcome to another video about Arnold Clark Charge. So Arnold Clark are a nationwide, but mainly based in Scotland, some in the north of England and very few in the south, of a car dealership that sell lots of different brands of cars. Local to me, there's two that are getting a Arnold Clark Charge Centre. They're supposedly spending, I think it was something like 30 million, something relatively small, on installing 5, 6, 7 or 8 chargers at a few of their stores, and so it added up to around 150. I'll correct myself with some screen text if that's wrong, across the country, and a lot of them are live now, and I've showed you them before in previous videos. But the ones closest to me are almost live. My local one has almost gone live in Shire Moor, which has BYD and MG cars. But also sells petrol cars by those brands too. And there is also one in Birtley, which is south of Gateshead, where a few friends' families are from. So I'm going to show you that today, the booking process and how to get it done, what's the price, why do this, and then I'll show you actually charging there. So I'll see you in a minute when we get there. So when I'm parked up, I will just quickly show you the app and then put it as a screen record onto the screen of how you book, how you choose a charger, and how you can cancel, etc., and what to do from there. So I will show you that now, eh? Right, here we go, and straight away you can see the chargers. So again, I think that's wonderful, really showing everyone that the chargers are accessible, showing everyone coming to look at a petrol car that, oh look, there's all these cheap chargers here. So I think that's great news. And the videos which I've recorded for you allegedly show you that they've got really friendly staff to help you if you have any problems. So I'll rate that out of 10 as well. If I get any problems, it's probably just smooth as we go. So here we are. Let's park that up, smashing. I'll turn the car off. And without further ado, let's get the Arnold Clark Charge app up. So I'll just swing you round. I'll show you what I do outside and get the camera outside in a second. So here we go, we're all parked and smashing Arnold Clark app. Very good. Here's start charging session. And this is what loads up. Nothing at the moment. I do have signal. There is loads of 4G. Yeah, keep going. Okay, so maybe it wants me to plug in. So we'll go do that, eh? Right, so let's unplug you, and then... So, what I like to do is I'll just set up the camera over here, so you can see. Good. Wonderful. Here we go, right. The app isn't quite playing ball. So let's plug in. Right, then we'll lift up. There's still nothing on the app, but maybe it'll do something once I plug in, eh? And sometimes I lock the car. And look, right, so this is one of the questions. Is there a card reader? No, there is not. It is unreadable.
Are you managing all right?
I hope so, yeah.
Did you start your session before you plugged in?
I think so, yeah. It was loading for a little bit, and it said come to 6 and do it, so hopefully it'll work. First time coming.
Perfect, because it's relatively new here, so we were just...
I'm figuring out, you're figuring out.
But it's just some customers make the mistake of starting the session, like plugging it in before they start the session on the app.
I clicked start, and then it just did nothing, so then I thought, oh, I'll probably better plug in.
Right, oh dear.
I can troubleshoot, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, no worries.
And I'll come and grab someone if there's a problem,
Yes.
unless you've all gone home.
No, there's people still in there, but it would be the managers, I would imagine.
Okay, that are familiar with it. Yeah, okay.
But anything, let us know.
Oh, that's
let
wonderful.
us know and I'll help. If it's
Well,
something I can help you with now.
No, fingers crossed, I'll give it a go first. Cheers, thank you. So yeah, we can prove that the staff are really nice. That is definitely something we've found already, isn't it? So I'm just putting in my card details, so bear with me for a second. Well, now he just wants me to put my card details in, so I'm just doing that.
No, have you got Apple Pay?
Yeah, I got Google Pay,
Yeah,
but it didn't come
Google
up.
Pay won't work, it's Apple Pay that it's set up on.
So yeah, it wants my card, yeah, so I'll just do it in a second. I was seeing if I could do it before I got here, but the app wouldn't let you put your payment in before you start, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, and then remember that is 545. Okay. 9E26. Because you've only just gone live, right?
Yeah, literally a couple of days.
But Shiremore's looks almost done as well.
Shiremore's, yes, I think so. I believe so. But yeah, we've just been
How's
a
my
couple of
bloody
days in the
banking app?
making, so
It's only the first time you do these things, but I want to see it.
as possible,
Oh,
so
wonderful.
that we
Okay,
can always
good.
report back to see what our customers are saying about it. So
I think it's probably just it'll be a faff the first time, but the
yes,
second time it's going to be fun.
yes, it's like, you know, new to us, new to you. So we're helping each other.
Yes,
How
it's
long
me.
have you booked on for? Or
Not long, just 40 minutes. Yeah,
40
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
You can go in, there's tea and coffee.
But really, I'm
and
just having a
stuff like
nose,
that,
really.
So that's fine. Yeah,
But I was thinking,
absolutely.
like, say if I got the Lakes, I might use the Carlisle one.
Yeah, yeah.
If you book for an hour, they're going to let you have cheeky test drives as well. Do you think you could?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose if you don't
You
ask,
can
you never
negotiate.
know.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
okay, smashing. Right, now let's go back to the app. And then eventually it realizes that you're okay with paying for it.
Yeah.
Oh, charging in process.
Unlock.
So the car app says it's going to do it.
Unlock car and disconnect the charging cable.
Okay. And then re-plug in maybe? So they time out, don't they? Because there's probably too much faffing.
Yeah.
If you haven't started, plug in now. Great. Oh, yeah, good. My only tip is sometimes people need to hold it a bit.
Ah.
Right, so the update is that is the third attempt and it's not worked. And of course, I've had three 35 quid charges, but the manager's super nice, super helpful. They're trying to try and help me with it, but ultimately it's not going. This is a bit frustrating, and I need to get off home to the kids soon, so I'll give it one last go, I think. But I'll put this back in there. So, early teething problems here. And yeah, the app doesn't let you put your card in beforehand, and it's not automatically recalling my card number, so I have to manually type it in. And then each time I'm having to do my banking app approval, and it's a pain in the butt. So things like typing in your expiry date and stuff like that is just an absolute balls up. So the app could be slightly better, but let's see if we can finally get it going. Oh, and now it's raining. Wonderful. Okay, right, now it's my banking app again. Okay, let's go to banking app. Close banking app because it didn't load the message. Ugh. Getting wet. Okay, banking app done. Should be approved. Right, one last go. Starting session. If you haven't already done so, please plug in now. Right, wish us luck. Good. Right, comes out. Very good. We're plugged in. Fingers crossed it works, eh?
I've got a card. Is it working?
Well, fingers crossed. This is the fourth attempt, but hasn't quite done it yet. Yeah.
I'll go and get our.
Sometimes you can hear it click sometimes, and like because it locks on or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not quite playing ball today.
I'll go and get our. We have a card that we
Oh,
use.
smashing.
So,
Okay, perfect.
but then you can pay for it in branch.
Smashing.
And we'll do it that way for you.
Lovely, no
today.
problem.
All right.
Thank you. And then, yeah, and if you're really desperate, because obviously I'm just doing this to check it works, and see what the process is like, and we've had a hiccup, but that's really lovely that they'll just give you their automatic card and then you're debited for the charge, so that's quite cool. It's nice that they're trying their best anyway. But yeah, I'll pause it here because it looks like it's not going to work, and then just give you an update. Okay, ciao. Hi everyone. So ultimately, I gave up on that charge because I tried 4 times. It was getting a bit faffy. I'd actually realised the recording was on like 20 minutes. So the faffing was taking a little while, and ultimately, we need to get home and put the kids to bed. So we gave up on that, but the staff were really nice, and they will really help you if you get a software problem like me. I did find the app a bit clunky. So the app, you can't save a card in the app. You can't, I was looking for a My Account section. There wasn't a My Account section, so that you could add your card and it's just there and so it just knows. So ultimately, I think it's a software problem. I think the app's not quite good enough. And that was the major problem, because it may be that things were just timing out, and there's a lot of internet problems. The 4G was good, but it just took a minute for it to load to ask you to put your card in, and then it took a minute to load to ask you to approve it with your card reader app, or your banking app to approve the pre-authorization. It took a minute to for my app to load. I had to restart it each time so that it would take me straight to the message to approve the payment and things like that. So it is a faff. I have done 4 times 35 quid payments or pre-authorization things that will be not a problem for me, but is a problem for lower income people, etc. So yeah, I think they could do with improving the app a bit, but it might just be my car or my card or whatever, but they do have methods of getting around it. So there is methods of doing it. So they do have an RFID card that will literally do the cost today, and then you pay them by debit card in shop when you finish. So if you are having difficulties like I did just then it could go better. And the brand promised super friendly staff, and I think we got a demonstration of super friendly staff. I think the manager there was brilliant, and they're still learning. It's only been open a week. They've only had 2 other people before me do it, so she was very excited to see us. And they were super nice. So actually, I think they will solve the problem for you, and they were looking on the computer to see what the problem was. But yeah, at one point the car said it had started charging, and then she was trying to help me. She told me to stop it or something, and then it cancelled. So whether it actually did physically charge a tiny weeny bit, I'm not sure. Or maybe it would have worked in the initial starting thing. But yeah, ultimately the bookable thing, I think it's a gimmick. Ultimately, perhaps that charger being reserved for me, that charger being a thing, led to the software difficulties that meant that it didn't work. So it is a bit of a pain that way, and it would be better if you had an Arnold Clark RFID card and it already saved your card details, or the app had already saved your card details. Like starting a charger with Ionity via an app always works. So ultimately, I think the software guys could improve it a bit, or girls could improve it a bit. So that's my verdict on that. Great facility. They had 8 chargers, 7 were CCS, 1 was CHAdeMO, and it was right as you came in, as you saw on the footage. And so I thought it was really good. And it's just that, yeah, a bit of a teething problem there. And I think it's how they've delivered it. So their design decisions in delivering it have ultimately caused me to have a problem there. But as I say, I'm not relying on the charger. I was just showing you guys that it was live and how to do it. But ultimately, I had some difficulties. So do bear in mind that if you're on a time-sensitive journey soon, if you're choosing to go Arnold Clark, well, your bailing plan is to go round the corner at Fastned. Because the Fastned one just in Washington that's not far, with 8 400 kilowatt CCS chargers there, or there's GridServe around the corner. They're both more expensive, But yeah, if you really need the charge, then you could go there. Or if you're having difficulties, you've tried once or twice, just go in the store and find a manager, and they'll do your best, and they've got an alternative payment method of using your debit card inside. So yeah, right, see you in the next one, guys. Thank you, bye. Hi, good evening everyone. This is Arnold Clark Charge at Birtley, round 2. So I've just left work, and let's get there around 6 again, and let's see if this time, I'm not doing anything different, but I might get a different charger or something. Let's see if this time it will work. So yeah, I'll try book on the app for 6 and see what we get, see if we get some success this time. And I will update you on what happens. Okay, wish me luck. Hi everyone, so yeah, round 2 of Arnold Clark. We're just coming north on the A1M. These are the services at Washington. So you've got the northbound here on the left where there's 6, and on the southbound on our right there's 12, and there's 1 DPD van over there, there's nothing over there. And this is the way to get to it. So you stick into the right lane on the A194M, and then you take the first junction off there and double back on yourself. So actually Arnold Clark is like behind some of these factories here on our left, but we've got to go a little bit around the houses to get there. But we are just a couple of minutes away. So rather than showing you all of that, I'll turn back on when we're turning back into Arnold Clark. Ah, here you go, MG Arnold Clark. You might just be able to make that out right here. Wonderful. Okay, so you follow the road round the A94 to get round. Hey guys, so we're just coming down. I've just got up to the roundabout round, and we're about to pull in to MG/Arnold Clark, which is just here on the left, as we saw last time, and wish me luck. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chargers, and is there any dual-headed ones? I know there's 1 Chadamo. There's no dual-headed ones, so one of these is Chadamo. I'm going to number 5 this time, which is next to 6, and is right here. And we'll see if the lovely manager comes out to try and help me again. She was just driving out and passed. I don't know if it was all caught on camera last time, but we'll see. So I might leave the camera here because you can get a reasonable view, and I'll keep my mic on and see how we go. So car off, get my jacket on, get my phone out, and let's see what we can do. Wish me luck, guys. Session starts at 8. Good. Good. Start charge session. So I've opened the app and I've pressed start charge session, but that won't start the charging straight away because I've got to pay. So you've got to wait a little while for it to load, and it is still loading. Very good. So I'll just show you that. You probably can't see nothing, but yeah, maybe I won't bring you outside today. Well, why not? Let's come and get you while the phone connects. And so this is the faff, really. So now the phone is just gone blank white and just says loading with a what's it got? It's got a the buffering sort of circle of doom. So yeah, let me see if I can show you that. Good. And oh, right, so it's loaded. Now it says port 5, where I am and what to do. So let's continue. That is my email, that is my registration, pay with card, and again, it's not remembering it, and I've got to type in my card details. But my authenticator app has remembered my card number this time, so that's good. I'm not going to show you that. And then I can't remember my expiry, so let's check that. Okay. And postcode is in, and go. Right, so now we're on charging session, so maybe I can plug in now. Nope. So now it wants me to do my bank app again, which is obviously irritating. So I really don't want to have to approve this pre-auth fee, I just really want it to be done. And so the app's just not smooth, like getting you to go to your bank app and stuff, it's so let's approve that, done. But I've got a good feeling, for no reason, got no reason to have a good feeling, but I've got a good feeling. Let's see. And yeah, I've not shaved, that's a bit of a mess, don't I? Crikey. Okay, and if you haven't already done so, please plug in. So let's go. And it does say hold the plug steady, and it did change to this screen, preparing to charge. I think this is going to work, everyone. I think we're good to go. I think we have success. We don't have success yet. Yes, we do have success. Look, it's definitely communicating because it's saying, we're going, we have success. Wonderful. And it's ramping up the charge speed because obviously that's low. And there we go, we have success at Arnold Clark in Birtley. We are a go-go. And so the app was a faff, but actually charge in progress now, is that what that says? That's not loading, so I'll have to screen record this and show you that because it's just not loading. But yeah, this is the entrance. So behind the sun, hopefully the sun keeps you okay. This is the roundabout we came in on. You can see the chargers straight away. There are little sun visors, and this is the dual-headed one with the CHAdeMO. So CHAdeMO, you're always going to be in one, which is this one. And there's your CHAdeMO. And look, 55p a kilowatt hour. So I can do 4 miles per kilowatt hour. And so that would be, it's going to be about 12, 13p a mile, which is cost competitive with petrol. So this is rapid charging, the most expensive type of charging, and it's the same price as petrol. Obviously, I can charge at home for 10 times less than this, almost, 9 times less, 7p a kilowatt hour. So I wouldn't be using this weekly, but given it's the same price as petrol, and you can go in for a free cup of tea, why wouldn't you? So let's test the facilities. So I won't film this because I'll be self-conscious, but why don't I go in there and get a free cup of tea and have a chat with the staff about how it's working now. Because I've got some footage of the lovely Scottish lady trying to help me yesterday at 6 that didn't work, but 5 is working fine. So I'll let my subscriber Chris from North Yorkshire know that it's all working and get this video uploaded. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think that's amazing. And let's just see what the facility's like, whether they mind you losing the loo, and I'll update you about the quality of their tea and whether they've got Yorkshire tea. Let me know any questions about the Arnold Clark charge thing. I think it's really useful, but where they are is a bit limited. I haven't actually looked up where every single Arnold Clark garage is, but they're mostly in Scotland. There's 2 here in the around Newcastle, this one and the one in Shiremore. And there's another one in North Tyneside that's not got these installed. And there's one in Carlisle, there's another one, I don't know if it's near Preston or something, but near Morecambe Bay, there might be one in Lancaster. And there's a few around Manchester and around Liverpool, but as I say, they're mostly where they've installed these is in Scotland. Perhaps there's a gap in the market, or perhaps that's just where Arnold Clark are. But yeah, fairly stress-free. There's a booking system, there's an app to pay, it's a bit fiddly, it might be smoother with Apple Pay. So I don't have an Apple, so I can't let you know. And they said Google Pay may come in the future if it's working. But maybe it's just number 6 that was a problem here at Birtley. But yeah, nice charging system, lovely wide bays, nothing that's going to get in the way of disabled people plugging in. And the actual, these Kempower things, they're really light as well. So they're not going to be too heavy for anyone who's disabled holding them and things like that. So I would say this has been absolutely superb, and let's go test the toilet facilities. Ciao. It's maybe a little creepy, but this is the toilet. So the men's toilets in Arnold Clark, really nice and clean, good facilities. So I'd rate that, and the tea and coffee is just outside. So if the men's are good, the women's are going to be good as well, I would hope. And we do have a disabled loo as well. And they've got a little kiddies play area, so perhaps this Arnold Clark Charge thing is something they've thought through quite well. And these are the refreshment facilities. You've got vending machines for crisps and chocolate, cans of Coke, soft drinks, but you do have free water and you do have free coffee for customers only, but presumably that includes Arnold Clark Charge. I think this is really impressive, and a little seating area